Hello everyone, welcome to Sir's classes. This is Tushar Shaw, and in this video we will be continuing to solve the GATE 2021 CY paper that we were solving since the last 16 videos. Okay, only 3 more videos will be required because only the NAT type question is left, and then we'll be completing the set. Okay, so we have completed all sets of questions. That is, firstly we did the MCQ 1 mark type, then MSQ 1 mark type, then NAT 1 mark type. Okay, and in the next video, and then like after that we did MCQ 2 marks type. We had just 2 questions of the MSQ 2 mark type, and now we are like at the stage of NAT questions 2 mark type, which is numerical answer type question. Okay, numerical answer type question. Okay, so this set I guess has like question from question number 45 to 55. These all these questions will be of the NAT type, and maximum of these questions, like almost all of these questions, are from physical chemistry purpose. Okay, physical chemistry part, and one question is just there from the inorganic chemistry part. I am just mentioning this because you may like correlate with your subjects better. Okay, so this section, if you do 2 marks type, I meant that if you for this night section, if you make a if you write a correct answer, you will be getting 2 marks as your award, and if you if you make any answer wrong, then there will be no negative marking. So here the negative marking is 0. Okay, so this is all about the pattern that we did. So let us start the video, start solving questions, and complete this video as soon as possible. Okay, so the first question, as we did up till question number 41, that was the MSQ 44, that was the MSQ type question in the last video. So we will be starting from question number 45 in this case. Okay, so question number 45 says that the number of photons emitted per nanosecond by a deuterium lamp of lambda given is 400 nanometer, having a power is given 1 microwatt. Okay, 1 microwatt, we can convert this to be 10 to the power 6 watts. Okay, so and the next thing that you know is we have to like convert this the answer should be converted into rounded up to the nearest integer. Okay, integer. So so let us firstly calculate the energy of one photon. Okay, energy of one photon, which is obviously equal, that E is equal to hc H nu. Okay, which is equal to hc by lambda. So H is we know the value of where H is equal to the Planck's constant. C is the speed of light, and lambda is the wavelength that we have, like in the question, the value of wavelength is given already, that is 400 nanometer. Okay, wavelength. So let us put the values over here. So E will be equal to the value of Planck constant being 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 into value of C, that is speed of light, is approximately 3 into 10 to the power 8. We are not writing the units over here because we need to just find out the exact answer. Okay, so divide by 400 into 10 to the power minus 9. Okay, so we can do one thing. So let us firstly calculate this value. Okay, so where's my calculator? So this is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 into 3 into 10 to the power 8 divide by 400 divide by 10 to the power minus 9. Okay, so we will be getting the value 4.9695 into 10 to the power minus 19. Okay, this will obviously be in joules because we are taking all the SI, like the SI unit values. So this will be in joule per second, this will be in meter per second, and this one will be in meters. Okay, so second cancel out, meter cancel out, we meter cancel out, the second inverse cancel out. Okay, so only joule is left. So this is the energy of one photon. Now, obviously, yeah. So the watt is given. This watt, we know that watt, the unit of watt can be converted. So energy as power is equal to energy into time. Energy into time. So watt will be equal to SI unit of energy joule into time. Okay. So yeah, joule into time. I'm sorry, not joule into time. Joule divided energy divided by time. Okay. So joule second inverse. Okay. So so the number of photons that we have is the power, the energy is calculated to be 10 to power minus 6, and the energy of one photon is this amount. So the number of photon that is emitted is, let me just calculate the value. So the number of photons emitted is equal to 10 to the power minus 6 divided by the energy of one photon, which our value was 4.9695 into 10 to the power minus 19. Okay, this comes out to be so 2012.37 divided by 10 to the power minus 9 uh, photons per second. Okay, photons photons per second. Okay, so 10 to the power minus 9 can be written as nanophoton. So 2012.37 for nano photons per nanosecond. Photons per nanosecond. Okay, now you have to write the answer rounding off to the nearest integer. So the correct option that the correct answer that you will be writing in your chat box would be 2012 as your answer. Okay, so this is the correct answer. Moving on to the next question. Question number 46. Okay, yeah, question 46. So this question says that the initial weight of 1 milligram of radioactive CO, the compound, the element that is taken is 60 CO 27. Okay, half life, T half of this element is 5.27 years. Okay, the amount disintegrated in 1 year is, okay, the initial weight we have taken to be 1 milligram. Okay, which is the initial weight, and T half is calculated to be 5.27 years. So after 1 year, what will be the amount that will be disintegrated? Okay, this is the question. Amount disintegrated. So firstly, we'll see that T half is equal to, for obviously radioactivity is a first order reaction. Okay, radioactivity is first order. Okay, so the formula for T half in the first order is T half is equal to ln2 divided by K, where K is the decay constant. Okay, decay constant. So let us calculate the value of K. So or K is equal to ln2 divided by T half. So we'll be having 0.693 divided by 5.27 years. This value will be coming to, let me calculate the value. So we have 0.693 divided by 5.27. Okay, so we'll be getting the value 0.1315 year inverse. Okay, so this is the exact value. Now for the integrated rate law for the first order reaction is Kt is equal to ln A by A minus X. Okay, where A is the initial concentration, and X is the amount disintegrated. Okay, and K obviously this is the decay constant, and time is the time required. Okay, the time for that particular experiment. So in this experiment we are given that the initial weight is 1 gram or 1 milligram as we have given. Okay, and the amount disintegrated required is in 1 year. Okay, so t, the value of t here is 1 year, and the value of k is, we have already calculated. So let us put all the values and calculate the value for x over here. Okay, so k is 0.1315 into t is 1. Okay, so year inverse and year cancelled out. Okay, year inverse into 1 year is equal to ln 1 by 1 minus x. Okay, or we may say, let us so obviously e to the power 0.1315 would be equal to 1 by 1 minus x. We are taking both side power e to the power. So let us calculate this value. So e to the power, with e to the power 0.1315, this comes out to be 1.44. Okay, or 1.4 1.1405 is equal to 1 by 1 minus x. Okay, or 1 minus x is equal to 1 divided by 1.140405. So this to the power minus 1 gives us the value 0.8767. Okay, so our x is equal to 1 minus 0.8767 is equal to minus 1. We will be getting the value 0.1232. This x value is obviously in milligrams. Okay, so two. So we need to like round up the value to two decimal places. So in the chat box, this is the obviously the correct answer. Okay, so in the chat box you will be writing 0.12 as your correct answer. Okay. So yeah, so let us move on to the next question. That is the last question for this video, and then we'll be wrapping this up. So so the question number 47, it says that the pointer. So question number 47 says that the de Broglie wavelength for argon atom, for argon, the atomic molecular mass is, for atomic weight of the molecular weight is 40 AMU. Okay, traveling at the speed of 250 meter per second. The speed of the species is 250 meter per second. Okay, so we have to calculate the de Broglie wavelength, the lambda, in picometers. Okay, in picometers. The values that are given are n is equal to 6.022 into 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 23, and h is equal to 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34. Okay, this is obviously in joules, joule second inverse. Okay, so let us calculate this value. Yeah, so so we know that the solution will be, we know that the de Broglie wavelength lambda is equal, I have the formula h by mv, where m is the mass of the species and v is the velocity of the species. Okay, so we just put the values over here. We have 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 as the value of h, which is the Planck's constant. We have already discussed in the last question. Okay, and then we will be having 40 AMU. Okay, so firstly we will be converting this 40 AMU into 40 grams. So 40 divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. Okay, 2 you may say. And obviously when this is converted into gram, we'll be having to convert it into kg, because kg is the SI unit. So into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, this would be the exact value, and then velocity is given to be 250. Okay. So let us calculate this value in terms of picometer, obviously. So we will be considering the 10 to the power minus 12 to be as it is. Okay, and this value that we will be getting, we will be like putting it in the chat box. Okay, so let me just calculate the value. 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Divide by 40, divide by 250, divide by 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so this comes out to be 3.9902 into 10 to the power minus 11. So we can convert this into 10 to the power minus 12 by 39 point, sorry, 39.902, yeah, into 10 to the power minus 12 we may say. Okay, so yeah, so we'll be putting this value 39.9 because we are like expected to round off the answer in one decimal place. So 39.9 would be the correct answer, and in the chat box you will be writing 39.9 as your answer. Okay, this will be fetching you full marks. Okay, so let us end this video here. We did 3 questions in this video, and only 8 more questions are left. So we'll be completing those in the next 2 videos, and then we'll be completing this set of questions, the GATE 2021, and probably we'll be starting the BHU 2020 questions that hasn't been discussed anytime sooner. So we'll be completing that also. Okay. So thank you guys for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.